Alrighty then. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Mikestand. Of course it's Friday again, so we're um, looking to the past. My co-host Batgoat is back with us this week.
Hey, Mike. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you too as well. Batgoat. I hope all was well for you last week with your son's wedding and all that.
My son got married. He is on honeymoon right now with his lovely bride Jenna, and they are in Florida. So he's been sending me text messages, little pictures, snapshots. He was at Universal Studios, and then he sent me pictures. Went to the Star Wars experience because I saw the Millennium Falcon. He actually sent a video thing. So, oh, you're freezing up. What'd you say, Mike?
I know. I was seeing the little icon in the corner here where sometimes they'll show me that they'll say connection stable or connection unstable, or the connection is fairly good. So it sometimes will do that, but
seems okay right now.
Anyway, so right now, like it's still just the two of us, huh?
Yeah, that's all right though. All right, there's a couple people. Excuse me. So, anyways, yes, they're in Florida. They're enjoying their honeymoon. I'm not sure how long they'll be there. I gave them a nice little check for their honeymoon. That was. I also paid for the groom's dinner, so I spent quite a bit of money. But I knew I was going to, so I had my credit card all ready for that. I paid it off, and
yeah. Well, I mean, sometimes cash, or spending money because it's like it's hard to pick out a specific gift, even though I know from what I understand with weddings they do have registries to where people can like look and see what they need for their wedding gifts and stuff like that. But sometimes just giving them I mean, one of the things I've done, when I've gone to weddings, and of the whole dollar dance thing, right?
Yeah.
Where you pay $1 to, in my case being a guy, of course I dance with the bride. So what I did, instead of just $1, I might give them like 60, and that could serve what they can choose to do with it, whatever they would want to do with it, whether it might be to get something that maybe they were hoping to get that they couldn't for some reason, or maybe being treated in a way by me, a dinner or something like that, nice romantic dinner or something like that.
Yeah. I was going to like my bank and talking to my money people. Like I sent a lot of money their way, but that's good. That's the way it should be, and they're very appreciative of. So the nice thing about it is I didn't have to do any of that registry stuff or anything. It's just like Aaron, my son. I just basically showed up and like, here's the check, and yay, Dad.
And is it him or is it your son-in-law who's a police officer?
It's my son, my real son, Aaron. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and then a good thing. Like I went to the bank because I'm like, I better bring some cash. So I brought cash, and I'm like, no. I'm like, did you guys pay for this? And Aaron's like, yeah. I'm going, have you tipped like the caterers or the DJ or anything? He's like, no, should I? I'm like, okay, let Dad take care of that for you. So I went around. Well, I gave him money so he could tip the DJ because he felt comfortable with that. But like, he wasn't even really sure what to do. So I just walked around and kind of said, hey, I'm the groom's dad, so I really appreciate you guys being here, and just greased palms, like $100 here, $100 there. And I was kind of the hero. It felt good.
Yeah. Tonight seems to be a busy night because I know Tug was streaming earlier, and then actually RJ Critical Blast has had like 3 streams going tonight.
Is that right? Okay.
Had one earlier, and then had one at 6. He had one at 4, at 6, and he's having one right now. So, but look who's here. What happened to Solid Redfield? He hasn't streamed in almost 2 months. Couldn't tell you. Well, I mean, I'm not sure. I haven't seen him around in about a month. He dropped in here I think a month ago, and then he just disappeared. Yeah. So, anyways, I wouldn't be able to tell you what. I mean, you can try to look up his channel and try to contact him directly, but maybe he's been working or something. So.
I personally haven't even been on a Leto stream in the last couple of weeks just because of what was going on with me and
well, I think Leto has only streamed once in the last couple of weeks because I think he's been having some internet issues.
Okay, well then I don't feel so bad because I think I told you this. I'm back on my night schedule. So like during last weekend, the wedding, I wasn't getting a lot of sleep. So and I kept I would drive
already
home.
Told me you probably weren't going to be around much on the internet.
Yeah.
So I was aware of that. So
yep. And then like I told you,
let's see, we're at 6:17.
Tell everyone else here that I apologize. I went out and played. I didn't play a round of disc golf. I went out I just walked up to the school and went out on the football field or the soccer fields, and I threw all my drivers and sweated a lot. So that's good to work out and stuff. But then when I got home, I'm like, I don't even have time to shower. So here I am, a mess. I apologize.
No problem.
Hey, Mike, real quick before you start, we got about 4 minutes, it looks like. I have a rant. Yeah. I have something just now, right before I called you up or opened up my email. I saw something on Netflix. Just my TV screen was on the free screen. And so they circle through all the shows. And for me, it's going to be cartoons because that's what I watch mostly on Netflix, right?
Mm-hmm.
I saw a preview for something starting July 1st. And I don't know if you can look this up on your screen. July 1st, Netflix. It's something called Rainbow Rangers.
Rainbow Rangers.
I have a feeling that you or Clownfish or Flash or EVS or Clownfish are going to be talking about this. Just from the picture I saw, I went, no, oh God, no.
Well, the only way I would end up talking about it is if it ends up being an article on Bounding in the Comics. Probably the other guys would be likely to talk about it, but if it's let's see, maybe they have an article on it on Bounding already, for all I know. Normally, I don't, of course, do articles on Friday because we're focusing on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, actually, it would be television because you're saying it's more of a cartoon, right?
Yes, on Netflix, Netflix Pacific
or anything like that.
I see the sun is setting there in LA.
I don't see. Said it was called Rainbow Rangers, right?
Correct.
That's the name of the show. All right, so let's see. Okay, Rainbow Rangers is an American computer animated television series produced by Genius Brands, which premiered on Nick Jr. on November 5th, 2018.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay.
And so then Netflix picked it up. All right. The picture I saw.
Picked it up.
Yeah. The Netflix picture I saw. The Netflix picture had them on these like scooters, and they had rainbow helmets on, and there was like a pony with a rainbow tail.
Okay, I just shared the wiki page to. Is this kind of the
but who knows
that you may have saw for Rainbow Rangers?
That's what it looked like, and there was a picture of all of them on the front. And we know Netflix changes things. We know this, right? they change IPs and they change people's ideas. So I would imagine that they're doing some changing. I just think it looks like a little kid gateway into GLBTQ flag waving and brainwashing of the kids. But of course, I'm an old man and a right-wing toolbox, so I would think something like that.
Okay, so according to this, according to Wikipedia here, the series follows 7 9-year-old girls who reside in the kingdom of Kaleidoscopia. On April 8th, 2019, it was announced that the series was renewed for a second season. So I'd say nothing in regards to Netflix as of yet here. This is all apparently from
when it was on Nick Jr. Okay, we'll see. Hey, Mike, I could be totally wrong. Maybe they just dig rainbows.
Yeah.
I hope I'm wrong.
I don't. Yeah. Well, I guess you'll just have to wait and see because
Yeah, wait and see.
I don't really see anything.
But then again, like no one picked up.
All
There
right.
was a show on Netflix. It made it 2 seasons and then it died, and it was called The Harvey Girls. And like Harvey Comics, like Richie Rich, right?
Back up. You keep chopping in and out. So what I'm going to try to do here, I'm going to reset this a little bit here. I'm going to see if that will help because you keep chopping in and out here. So I don't know what's going on, but signal. So you may get kind of kicked out here for a moment, but be ready to come back in.
You kicked yourself out, Mike. Nicely done. And you're back.
All right. So you there?
You are back. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Hopefully that might be better.
Looks good. Hey, Woody. How you doing, Woody? Good to see you.
Woody's here. Lurking. Yeah, the things. Okay. Well, anyways. As always, of course, I do appreciate any and all likes and shares. That does help with the algorithm. Things are a bit screwy tonight, it would seem. Connection is unstable. Anyways. Now it's fairly good.
One last thing. Both my son and my new daughter-in-law said they both promised to give me lots of grandkids. So I'm very happy about that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you're still kind of choppy, but StreamYard is acting up for some reason. All right. Well, anyways, we're now at we're coming up on 14 minutes here. So why don't we try to get started here with the comic? So
press on.
Today we're gonna be looking at funny pages. Technically, in the series, it's the 15th issue, but the indicia would indicate it's more like volume 2, number 4, because as I told you before, with this company, it went through it started up technically in 1936 as Comics Magazine Company, then went to become Ultem Publications for 1937, then finally in 1938 settled on their final name of
Centaur.
Centaur, yeah. All right, so here's, of course, the cover page right here. I got a few ideas. Wasn't it nice of Billy Giraffe to lend us his stockings? How long those stockings are. Now this of course came out in November of 37, went on sale in November of 37. cover date's December, so you may have some Christmas theme going on here. So, America's greatest comic magazine.
I thought it said Comie, Comie, and I'm like, what?
I think that is comic. They just
Yeah, no, I couldn't read the cursive. It looked like an E to me.
Yeah, it does look like an E, but it's again cursive, as you said.
Yeah.
The boy doesn't need medicine, Mrs. Brown. He needs copies of Star Ranger and Star Comics magazines. Where Star Rangers and Star Comics were two of the other titles that Ultem was doing at the time. I think they were actually done under Chesler Publications, with Harry Chesler being the editor at the time for the company. On sale the second Wednesday of every month.
Why, in 5 years, you can pick him up a pack
What?
of Lucky Strikes, and he can soothe his T-zone with relaxing cigarette smoke. That's my old-timey doctor saying smoking's good for you. I made it funny.
Yeah. But did doctors actually say at one point that smoking was actually good for you?
Yeah, they did, Mike. There's a whole big thing on it. You can go down that rabbit hole if you want to, but like commercials in the 50s would, I'd say it's weird. They'd like 4 out of 5 doctors recommend smoking Lucky Strikes because they'd say like it has a flavor thing that would relax you and make you healthier.
Yeah. Of course, we know better now about all the carcinogens involved. So,
yeah, they used to think
anyways,
radium.
this is the first story. Go ahead.
I was going to say they used to think radium was good for your skin.
They probably thought a lot of things back then that they don't think now.
Until body parts fell off and they were like, ooh, we shouldn't do this.
Okay, so this is the first story I'm going to look at today. Now I'm going to be able to go straight through. I'm not going to have to bounce back and forth because all these are roughly the same amount of pages, 4 to 5 pages, the main stories, and then we might go back and look at some of the shorter humor stuff, depending on how much time we use it. So this feature was called Missing Links. So, bang! And then you see books on human beings. Bells ring, ring. Whoa. Do you still think these people are civilized? Yeah, you brought us here out of the jungle, and what do we see? A so-called civilized race of people? I say to you, bah! Trying to do primates. Hi, perhaps we land. I guess long before Gorilla City, there was I guess a primate civilization here.
Well, it's called Missing Links, so you're not saying 100% gorilla and you're not saying 100% man. I think it's okay to do this, in my opinion.
It's somewhere in between.
Yeah.
And capture some of these so-called human beings and interview them. There's a hide spot on land on Main Street. Yeah. Okay, we'll land. Yes, let's do it. kind of differentiate voices as much as possible there. Ah. Here we are. Here we are now. Follow me. Now remember, boys. Don't come back till you get one. Aye, Prof. Bah, waste of time. How did you get him? Bah! All humans are easily led. Bah! I just said, follow me, and they came. Let me go, you beast kidnappers! No, let these human beings tell us about themselves. Bah. What I'm doing here is I'm looking at their facial expressions and then trying to figure out a voice off of their facial expressions there.
Okay, good idea.
I was born in the country and worked very hard. Oh. Oh. I wanted to earn money to come to the city. Ah! 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 To earn my fortune, and I did. Why did you want to earn a fortune? Bah, bah, bah. So I could retire and go back to the country and live in style. Bah! Ah! Ah! Do you think that makes sense? Bring in the other human. What are the things pinned on your coat? Oh, they are medals. I am a soldier. I fought to make the world safe for democracy with millions of others. And many of you were killed, I presume. Oh, yes, millions of men were killed in the war. So what? When he calls humans men? That's right. All killed in the war to save the world. And did you save it? Oh, yes. And we considered it worth it. Humans never learn. Oh. When we captured you, you were standing in a line with other humans. What were you doing? Yeah, tell us. We were waiting for another war to start. Ah, nuts. Ah, back to the jungle for us. These people are crazy. Now, isn't that something? Being called crazy by a bunch of monkeys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right there, back up. So that was the end of that story. Let's see, and we're gonna, of course, skip that. Let's see. And of course, we're skipping that too. Smart Alex. Okay, here we go. Here's another one I wanted to read here because Smart Alec. Now, obviously, the guy's name is Alec, and they say smart. But what else? What else can we take from that title there? Back out.
Well, I'm not going to. Smart Alec is slang, so you don't have to say smart ASS.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So a
jerk, a wisecracker.
Right. Oh boy, oh boy! I hope the doc is in. Dr. Yoakum office.
Dr. Yoakum.
Yoakum was Yoakum was quite a term back then too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, local Yoakums, right?
Yeah, yeah. Or bumpkin.
Yeah. Next. I'm next. What can I do for you, young man? I want an examination. Very well. Stand over there, please. Okay, Doc. What do you see? Nothing. Why not? Look, the doctor's like kind of in shock. I got my eyes closed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, open them. Now, what do you see? $50. Oh boy, this guy's getting on the doc's nerves already. Just all right. No. Now no. Now stick your tongue out. Well, do I need glasses, Doc? Stick your tongue out farther. Ah! Farther. Farther. Ah! What? Do you want it to reach the floor? Now I guess you can figure out why the feature is called Smart Alex. Can't we back up?
I didn't think it was that funny.
Back up?
There's not more to it?
Well, there probably is. I'm just about.
Oh, yeah.
You've got fallen arches. God. That's fine. That's fine, Doc. Can I wear glasses for that? Of course not. How's your hearing? Hearing? I said hearing. All right. Oh, no. Okay, I get it. How's your hearing? Hearing? I said hearing. You don't hear very well. Nope. I can't hear a thing. How about glasses for that, Doc?
He really wants glasses.
He seems pretty bent on glasses.
He does.
Don't be silly. Now, I'll examine your chest. Okay, Doc. Your heart is beating. Well, what did you expect?
He is a smart aleck.
That's kind of a smart aleck response.
Yep.
See. Oh, I mean it's beating too loud and too fast. That ain't my heart, Doc. That's my pop's watch. First time it ran in 20 years. Oh! Sounds a bit hollow.
Hey, Doc. Looking a little, never mind. I just don't like the position he's got him in there.
Oh, yeah, I get what you're saying. I'll try to get by that.
He's checking his prostate, and I don't like the way he's doing it.
Yeah, it's the old bend over and cough bit, right?
Yep.
That's because I didn't have breakfast yet. How about those glasses, Doc? Say, there isn't a thing wrong with you. Oh, I know that, Doc. I feel fine. And why are you so anxious to get to wear glasses? Because I found a pair in the subway this morning.
But a little dark.
And that I guess was the pun of the joke there, or whatever.
That's all right. He found glasses, so he wants to have a reason to wear them. little goofball.
Wow, yeah, he definitely was a smart aleck, though, wasn't he?
He was a smart aleck. That name fits him for sure. Man, this thing's being kind of slow there. Okay, here's the next story we're gonna read by A Desert Pirate by Claude Russell, and I know that the art was done by Frank Frollo. Now, one of the reasons why I wanted to read this story is because Frank Frollo, of course, also is a writer and artist for Jack Strand. Remember when we read Jack Strand a few weeks ago? I do.
He was the guy whose girlfriend had testified against him in court and basically got him convicted of murder, but it was revealed that she was under another guy's hypnotic spell.
Yes.
It's time to get started, Mr. Moore. Okay, Dick. Give the word. All right, men, let's get started. The sleeping caravan awakens and becomes a beehive of activity. They prepare for the day's journey over the burning sands. Desert Pirates. It's going to be interesting to see how this one goes out. Hunt their Batgoat. The sun rises and sheds its brilliant light over sand dunes and caravan. I suppose we'll be paid the usual visit by Hafir and his desert pirates. Yes, but I'm getting tired of paying tribute to them on every trip. Now look at that first desert pirate right there with the gun, right? That rifle.
Mm-hmm.
Before long, a few Tuaregs, members of the desert tribe of plunderers, approached the caravan on racing camels. I never thought I'd ever hear of a racing camel.
They do race camels, Mike. You haven't seen that in the
Yeah.
Middle East? They do. It's big time.
Yeah. I guess it does kind of make some amount of sense because they're like over sand. I guess camels could run a bit more over sand like that.
Yeah, but it's nothing like what you think in America, because we have OSHA and we have rules and we don't want people to die. They literally all just jump up on their camels and they, through the town square, and they, like big run them all at the same time type races. I've seen videos of that.
Chief Hafir wishes money for protection. You tell Hafir that I'm not paying another red cent for protection. He can do as he pleases about it. Now they're finally saying they've had it. Chief Hafir will not like that. He will be very angry. He can jump in a lake for all I care.
Haha. Go jump in a lake.
Yeah, where are you gonna find a lake in a desert?
Good point.
Unless they get caught up in a mirage and think they see an oasis or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
We can expect trouble now. Hafir won't let us pass without a fight. We'll have to fight back. We've got to stop him sometime. Hafir loses no time in riding to attack the caravan. Look at that. And it looked like he's throwing something at him right there in the right panel.
I think he's taking a shot at him.
Yeah, well, that was one of the possibilities I was thinking it was.
Yeah, you got a bunch of brothers there with rifles on camels, and they're just two dudes that are gonna stop them with what? Their dashing good looks and their God save the Queen Britannica-ness. I'm assuming they're English. Only English a-holes would do this.
Better save yourself, Dick. Don't worry, Mr. Moore. We'll both be all right. Almost buried in the sand, both Moore and Dick escaped the fury of the attacking Tuaregs. I guess I should have paid off and saved the caravan. I don't blame you, Mr. Moore. Somebody has to have courage enough to buck Hafir. That buck, not another word.
Not F. Bafir.
Yeah, right. Right. Well, because I know because of when I was trying to do the voice, it sounded like I was saying the other word, but I wasn't.
No.
I had all my money in one of those packs. Let's head there. Let's head for their camp. We may find an opportunity to get some of it back. Do you feel strong enough to tackle one of the guards? Yes, I'm all right now. Let's go. Sneaking up on the unsuspecting guards, Moore and Dick overpower them quickly. With these outfits, we can walk around without being recognized. Yes, and we may be able to locate the money.
Where's my money?
In an attempt to find the money, they sneak into the various tents. Here's some gold, Mr. Moore. There's a lot more here than I had. Must be plunder from other caravans. Now, if we can locate a couple of fast camels, we may stand a chance of getting away. These camels look pretty fast, Mr. Moore. They'd better be, or we'll never make it. Hey, drop those bags. It's Moore the traitor. So we meet again, hey Moore? Yes, but this will be the last time, Hafir. I'll end your murderous career if it's the last thing I do.
Ooh.
Like they're really going at each other here.
He shipped him right in the neck.
Yeah, just with the elbow shot right to the throat there.
Okay. No, the knife right there is going in his.
Oh yeah, that'd even be worse, especially if he caught the karate. In a wild dash, Moore and Dick shoot their way out of the camp. Woo! That was a narrow escape. It was well worth the trouble, Dick. We have enough gold to pay us for the entire caravan.
So a couple of tough dudes said, no, you can't steal our gold. We're going to get it back.
Uh-huh.
And remember, you can't do nothing in the desert without a fast camel.
Right. Pitch helmets. According to Woody there. Pitch. Abdallah. Here's another one that I was going to read here. Abdallah, kind of another Middle Eastern adventure here. I believe it's by Claire S. Moe, I believe. Good night, my sweet. I shall see you on the morrow. Pleasant dreams, Abdallah. He goes now. We will not wait long. That is good. Still under the spell of romance, Alu lingers in the garden. Oh, look at that right there. I know what they're trying to do.
They're making off with the dame.
Unaware of the danger which threatens. Your father will pay a handsome price for your safe return, my princess.
He's got his hand on her boob.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sir, the princess has not been in her room all night. What's that you say? Search the grounds. She must be somewhere about. Look, the footprints of many men. Yes, she must have been carried off by Akbar and his bandits.
What up, toys?
Toys has joined us, huh? Hey, Toys. Mom says your father. I interrupt. Which one? Steve, Dave, or Lenny? Okay. That's all supposed to mean.
He's making a joke.
Send for Abdallah at once. Upon hearing the dreadful news, King sends for Abdallah. Abdallah, you shall lead my soldiers to the rescue. O King, if Akbar sees an army coming, he may harm Al-Hu. Let me go alone. Realizing the wisdom of Abdallah's reasoning, King Barbar grants his wish. Yeah, I mean, that is some logical reasoning then. If you see an army coming, they'll should just probably do her harm. So
Yeah.
Abdallah gallantly goes forth alone to rescue his loved one. Unfamiliar with the Badlands, Abdallah enters a section infested with monsters.
Ooh, he didn't see the monsters ahead sign.
Right
yeah. Caution, monsters. When I see caution, monsters ahead, 180, baby. I am out of there.
Where do you see a sign there? Because I don't see a sign.
I'm joking.
Like a yellow joke.
Yeah, it's a joke. Like a yellow caution sign that says monsters ahead. And I'm saying I would hit the brakes and flip a U-turn.
Flip a U-turn, huh?
Yep.
Abdallah charges the huge serpent, but the creature upsets both man and horse with a swish of his powerful tail. While the gigantic reptile battles his faithful white charger, Abdallah finds an opportunity to inflict a fatal thrust. Look at that right there. Look, he's sticking his sword in the giant snake.
He got him. He skewered him.
The serpent vanquished, Abdallah rides on. He does not ride far before he is confronted by a gigantic monster.
More monsters?
A bit like a dragon.
Yeah, but that caution sign, I mean, you'd need a couple.
Probably why they're called the Badlands, right?
Yeah.
Probably why they're called the Badlands.
Exactly.
I don't think you need a caution sign. You need more like a caution billboard.
Yes, exactly.
Now, before I continue on with the reading here, I'm gonna go off camera here so I can turn my light on in my room here, so I'll be right back.
I don't understand that last joke, Toys. Okay. Woody, are you?
All right, so
okay?
before we
You're back.
go back to the story here, let me just hand through some of this. Okay, we saw that. Let's see. Sorry I'm late. No problem. You're here, right? Me and my wife are arguing. I finally get fed up and aim like and I'm like you know when you know what you suck. Okay. Her finally we're talking about something important. I admit I was wrong. Somewhat say fatal thrust scream more thrust. Okay. Laugh out loud. And 1 sec, let the jack wear a smidgen. Okay. All right. So,
English
anyways,
Toys.
as we
Look into it. I'm not understanding him at all.
realizing the hopelessness of entering into combat with this massive creature, Abdallah attempted to outwit the dull monster. Now, of course, Batgoat, what do you think he means when he uses the term dull there?
It's dumb.
Right. Basically, dull is, in this context, meant somebody who is dumb, somebody who's not that smart, or a creature that's not that smart.
Or like me,
You know.
as Toy says, I don't understand bad English, so I'm kind of a dummy too.
Again, dull was used more back then to describe people who were dumb.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of the terms that they used more back then. Abdallah leads the huge monster to the edge of the cliff and suddenly swerves aside. The creature, unable to stop, plunges to his destruction. And we saw, okay, now granted, this was 1937, right? But this was a common theme you would see throughout cartoons in like the 30s, 40s, and 50s. I mean, you look at any Roadrunner, Wile E. Coyote cartoon,
Mm-hmm.
and you see Wile E. Coyote going right off the cliff, and, ah! and creating a huge dent in the ground, and then kind of coming out of it.
I thought Abdallah stopped and he picked up his phone and he showed him the latest. What's that? Who's that gal that sings that WAP song? My Wet something. Is that Lizzo? No, one of those gross women. I'm sorry, I messed that up.
I have no idea.
That stands for something really bad.
Okay. Probably best I don't know then.
Yeah, so I was making a joke. I was making a joke that the monster saw this.
Sounds like you were making a dirty joke. Sounds like you were making a dirty joke.
This is a real thing, Mike. She made a song, the WAP, and the P stands for something very bad, and she sings that. So I was just saying, like, he showed the video of her singing, and the monster went, ah, and jumped off the cliff on his own.
After hours of searching, Abdallah finds the bandit's cave. Attempting to outsmart Akbar, Abdallah fills a sack with stones and shells to resemble a bag of gold. Bring me. Yeah. Bring me the princess, Akbar, and you can have the gold. Ah, it is well you brought gold. You shall have your princess. With a mighty heave, Abdallah throws the bag of rocks right into Akbar's face. And
In your face, Akbar.
snatching Alu into his arms, he dashes out of the cave. Akbar recovers instantly, finds the bag contains only rocks and gives chase. Akbar's got to be feeling kind of like a fool right now, don't you think?
Yeah. A sack of rocks to the face.
Yeah. After placing Alu down to one side, Abdallah charges the bandits. And look at that. He's going right for the bandits there. His magnificent agility, the deciding factors. Abdallah emerges victorious from the fierce battle. Abdallah, you will long be remembered for your brave deed. You have proved yourself worthy of my daughter. Thank you, King Barbar.
Nice. Got rescued the princess.
That was the last.
Nicely done. Yeah. Oh, that WAP song is sung by Cardi B.
Oh, no wonder I don't know it then, because I don't listen to Cardi B.
I don't either. I just know
I honestly couldn't give a. I honestly couldn't give a hoot about her.
I know. I know what the kids talk about.
Yeah. So let's see. So we're at 57 minutes here. So kind of got through most of the more dramatic stories. So I'll go ahead and go back through and pick up some of the more humor stories. Well, obviously we had a couple longer humor stories, but I'm talking about, let's see some of the shorter stuff. Laughing at life. Officer, I've lost my dog. Can you help me find him?
You see the sign he's wearing? The guy who asked the cop for help?
What?
You see that sign he's wearing? Say it's called a sandwich board.
Zozo sees all. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Zozo sees all, and knows all, I believe.
Yeah. Help me. I can't find my dog.
And yet he can't find his own dog.
Yeah, that's funny.
Won't Aunt Mary be surprised when I drop in on her? That's a way of dropping in on somebody right there.
Absolutely.
See what's going on there?
Hope he's got a parachute.
I think he just jumped out of an airplane there.
I think he did.
Or else he's going to end up flat as a pancake.
Yeah.
Don't look, dear, but I think you forgot to pay the installment on the piano. Look at the guy right. He's like dumbfounded, laughing at life. The great Bodini. Let's see what you watch. Your watch is ruined. The trick didn't work, sir. That's all right. It was your watch anyways. I swiped it from you. Introducing the great escape artist. Him, that's me. First, I dig big 20 feet deep hole. I dig big 20 feet deep hole. Then string him up and put him in the barrel. Then nail him up thus. Then muss him up a little. I put him in the iron cage and put him in the hole. I have covered the hole up now. I wait 2 minutes for him to show up. He just buried him.
Rip.
Curses, he made it. That night at home, the house was empty, and so was my pay envelope. What a life! Help! Release me! I'm trapped! Help!
It's a mousetrap.
Yeah, that's not a nice thing to have happen.
No.
That's gotta feel. Let's see, there's non-nibble there. Let's see. Unnibble. Let's see what they have to say. Mama's going to market. Now watch your step, boys. The old cat is prowling around again. You're telling us.
Hey, Leto.
Let's have a snifter. Hey, Leto. Leto's here. Hey, Mike, Batgoat, Woody, and Toys. Happy Father's Day to Toys and Batgoat. You all deserve it. Yeah, well,
Thank
that's
you, Leto.
Sunday.
It is, but I'll take an early one. You missed it. I think I just was talking to Mike about my son's wedding this last week, and it was really awesome. And he's honeymooning in Florida right now. Drive safe, Leto.
I'll be listening. All right. I drive to make it a good show, guys. Well, that's what I always try to do. Yeah, phooey on cats. Hurry up, Nibble. I wanna taste too. Glum glum. I guess that's Applejack. You remember? I don't know if you remember having them as kids. Remember the Applejack cereal, Batgo?
You're chopping up.
Probably still around, I think.
You're breaking up, Mike. I think the stream is choppy right now. Okay, looks all right now.
What about now?
Okay, looks okay.
Yeah, things have been kind of screwy a bit tonight, huh?
Yeah. Applejack cereal, yeah, but I think under a barrel of Applejack, and this being 1937, that is a big barrel of hooch, like apple moonshine or like an apple flavored booze.
Alcoholic beverage?
I believe so. I could be wrong.
Flavored alcoholic beverage?
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it is.
If that old cat came around now, I'd give him a work. Boy, that Applejack sure put springs in your fallen arches. Whooping! My stars, Tommy Pussyfoot is going into the barn. My poor little boys will be eaten alive.
Oh my god.
Oh, Hoppy, what will I do? Come. Come a running, Captain. Looks like murder in the old red barn. All cars to Red Barn on Shady Lane.
Look, it's the first cell phone. He's got one of those old-timey 30 phones with the handset thing, but he's carrying it with him. So I guess he and this officer here invented Bluetooth or some craziness.
Maybe. Step on it, boys. Come out, Tommy Pussyfoot, or I'll fill you full of lead.
Dang.
Meow! Hi, folks. We got old Tommy's bell. Hick, hick. A little Applejack did the trick. Look, Mama, this is the end of him. Hick, hick. My boys.
Yep, they got the liquid courage in, and they beat up the cat. Got his bell even.
Of course, we did read Missing Links already.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to find where the cursor went on me here. Yeah. So Ticket the Picket.
And once again, you remember
Unfair to myself.
You know that's called a sandwich board, right? And that's very popular back in
you mentioned that before.
In the 30s, where someone would walk around.
Yeah, I remember seeing them in a number of the old Popeye Fleischer cartoons too.
Yeah, and in real life, someone
would stick them out in front of a. As I recall, wouldn't they usually put them out in front of a sandwich shop to advertise like their sandwiches? And all?
Exactly. The famous one is "Eat at Joe's." That would be,
right.
That would be the trope that would be in every cartoon.
That one was a very popular thing.
Yeah.
Japan is unfair to China.
What did you see the first
Japan
one?
Is unfair to China.
Did you see the first one, Mike?
What was that?
Did you see the first one?
Oh yeah, I read that. Unfair to myself. Unfair to myself.
Okay.
What have I got to do with China and Japan? Listen, you. I don't like any guy that passes the buck.
Dang.
And he just whaps him with the sandwich board.
Well, at the time, Japan was committing genocide on an unthinkable level with the Chinese people. They were murdering them by the hundreds of thousands.
Well, remember, too, this is 1937, so this was just prior to,
correct. They had been,
1937, so it was still a couple of years before the European theater of the World War II started, and then
Japan had been on a imperialization quest since like the early 30s. So they had gone into China and taken a lot of territory in the 30s and killed a lot of people. That was all going on before World War II started.
Yeah. That's to the bottom. Yes. His Highness. Oh, this is actually what I was kind of meaning to read too. But, get back to this here. Let's see. Where are we at on time? Just out of curiosity. Okay, we're just over an hour mark, so maybe I can get a few more stories in here. Laugh out loud. Guess I just kind of breeze through them. Anyways, His Highness Louis, the Boy King of Castellana, has been kidnapped by revolutionaries. Captain Eric Haggart must find the king or pay with his life to appease ambitious Chancellor von Stroman. Call out the guard. Pour the entire army into the city. Search every house. Patrol every exit. To do so. Oh wait. All right, I'm sorry. To do so, we'll leave the palace and the arsenal unprotected. Unprotected, Chancellor. Call them out, I tell you. Beat them down so they can't reach the arsenal. I shall go at once. Stuart, you are to keep the army hidden within the palace grounds. I shall be absent for a short time. Yes, sir. Eric acts directly against the Chancellor's orders.
Morning, Woody.
And leaves the palace in the disguise of a beggar. Well, Woody was on earlier too. Hi, Leto. Hi, Toys. Morning, Wood. Things really are screwed tonight because it's only showing 2 people watching, but I think there's more than 2 people watching. You have like up to 8 likes. Anyways, he goes straight to the slums, hoping thereby to find some trace of his king's whereabouts. Okay, so there we go. Taking a table close to one occupied by 3 uncouth looking persons, he listens intently. We strike tonight, men at midnight. Yes, we go to Chris Lopez's place to watch the king die. Let us be off then. Eric follows the 3 men to the street. That must be the hideout of Chris Lopez. There they are, going to the cellar. I see, comrade, that the little brat is still alive. Only until Chris arrives. He'll be here soon. Were you about to say something, Batgoat?
No, I'm moaning and stretching because I went out through my disc today, and I'm sore.
Well, at least I'll have a good weekend to lay down and get some relaxation, huh?
Well, I want to actually play a game. I was just throwing them for practice, so I want to get out and golf.
Huh. Stand back away from the king and keep your hands up. Captain Eric! Quick, your highness, out the door. A volley of enemy fire follows their escape, and men rush furiously toward the door. There. That'll keep them in for a while. Then we better rush for the street.
That wooden bulletproof barrier.
Huh?
Yeah, bullets don't go through wood. Shut the door. You're all good. I'm joking.
Yeah. We better hurry too, Captain Eric. I hear someone coming. So you would escape, my friends. It, it, that's Captain Eric, and he's going to kill me. He'll have to kill me first. You pig.
Pow.
We must get back to the palace at once. I believe we're being kept in hiding against your orders, sir. That's enough. From now on, you will have Captain Haggart's commission. Hoping to gain von Strumen's favor, reported to orders. Eric and the king arrived in time to see the army marching steadily to the city to search for Lewis. You think something might be going on there? You notice at the very beginning of the story, the king or the chancellor had wanted all the troops to go out into the street. It's almost like he was purposely wanting to leave the. Good grief. What is the matter, Captain Eric? We're through the gates. Now follow me. Eric leads the king to a secret dungeon far beneath the palace. Your Highness, whatever happens, do not leave this place. I will call for you. I won't, Captain Eric. I don't know if I think he was just finding that I won't leave, as in I won't leave this place, or
don't. Yeah.
The time to strike has come. There is word that the army of the king has left the arsenal unguarded. Let us go! Down with the king! Revenge! While the army searches back alleys, sorry. While the army searches back alleys, we shall march upon the palace through the main highway. I saw the army leaving Chancellor von Strumen. No doubt you have learned that I acted against your orders. I'm sorry. I saw the army leaving. Chancellor von Strumen, no doubt you have learned that I acted against your orders. You will turn in your uniform. You are under arrest. Perhaps it would interest you, sir, to see what is happening outside the gates. It's a revolution. The whole country is turning against the king. They'll kill me, Captain. They'll kill all of us. You must save me. Save me, sir. Chancellor von Strumen, you have tied my hands by sending the army away. But I will try. What can one man do against a seething mob? Continue next issue.
Boo! We'll see what happens. But of course, that little baby goes, "Save me! The mob's coming to get me."
Uh-huh.
But that Chancellor, I think he was.
Yeah. I mean,
I think he was a regent for the king.
He was trying. I think.
Yeah, you know what I mean. The king's a little kid, so that Chancellor was a regent for him. And as we know through real history, most regents, even family members, when they had young kings and young princes, they would take advantage of it. Like Richard II, who killed the two princes in the Tower of London. That's a true story, and people are evil, and that's a.
Yeah, I mean, since I had read the synopses before, I kind of knew what was going on. So, let's see. Anything else to read? Because we're coming up on an hour 21 here.
Okay.
So, we might be getting ready. Normally, I know we normally run to 2 hours here, but I think I was kind of like, I think due to some of the technical issues that we're having, and also maybe I didn't have the energy tonight as I normally do. I don't feel like I was doing as well as I normally do.
No, I'm low energy too, because like I said, I was out sweating in the sun earlier.
Yeah, I think we're pretty much done with most of it here.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, maybe not one. Of course, if you'll stick around after the show.
Absolutely.
But I think we're gonna wrap up a little early tonight, just because it does seem like there seems to be more technical issues going on here.
Fair enough.
As well as just low energy. So is everybody ready for this day in each history? Because we're gonna probably wrap up a little early tonight.
History. You know, I like my history.
1970. Yeah, all right. Anyways, guys, we are gonna wrap up a little early tonight. Just simply, seems like Batgoat and I are both suffering from a little low energy.
Toys just made it funny.
What do you call a fake noodle? Yeah, actually, you're so low energy. Yay, Nietzsche. Eat it up, oh.
You got to read that, Mike. You didn't read the punchline.
I just realized something. We're both so low energy. I don't think you were keeping track of lulls tonight.
I did, but no one was playing. I've got toys with 4, so he runs away with it this week. But did you read you didn't read the punchline on his last one?
Well, he's been running away with it just about every week.
That's true.
Well, I wouldn't know which. How about Mrs. Toys just drop in with food? Well, all right. Well, anyway, so without no further ado, we're going to go ahead and do this day in each history. So today being Friday, June 18th, 2021, let's take a look back at this day in each history. And of course, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to head back 50 years ago today. On this date in 1971, Bruno Sammartino and Dominic DeNucci would defeat the Mongols in Pittsburgh for the WWF International Tag Team Championship. So, back 50 years ago today, Bruno Sammartino, who I believe might have also been the reigning WWF World Heavyweight Champion as well, teamed up with Dominic DeNucci to defeat the Mongols in Pittsburgh for the WWF International Tag Team Championship. So that happened 50 years ago today. Then as we move ahead in time to the year 2003, which was 18 years ago today. On this day in 2003, 18 years ago today, the first issue of The Goon from Dark Horse Comics went on sale on this date. It would run for 44 issues. So the first issue of the Goon, it was sold for $2.99 and had a page count of 32. Had a page count of 32. So on this date in 2003, 18 years ago today, the first issue of the Goon went on sale, and we have another new person here.
I didn't want to interrupt.
Hello, Mike. Well, hey, Toy Man.
Hello, Toy Man.
Toy Man. I believe I've seen him on Knucklehead streams before. I'm just sorry you got in late because we're wrapping up now. Having a bit of a low energy night. There's been some technical issues going on, so. But with that, so on this date, 18 years ago today, the first issue of the Goon from Dark Horse Comics went on sale. So now we're going to move along to 2011. Well, the first thing we're going to look at here, on this date in 2011, Walt Disney and Pixar's Cars 2 premiered in Hollywood on this date 10 years ago today. So 10 years ago today, Cars 2 from Walt Disney Pictures and Pixar Animation Studios was released in Hollywood. Thanks. Okay, good to see you both. Yeah. Well, hopefully we'll see you back here more often, Toy Man. Keep checking back, And now, last but not least, 2011 was just so nice that we gotta hit it twice. And also on this date in 2011, was the first of the anime film series from Studio Bones of Koa no Kwan. So this is first in a series of films that each ran for 50 minutes, 6 films, fantasy action from Studio Bones. The Toa no Kwan film series debuted on this day in 2011, 10 years ago today. So with all that being said, guys, I thank you all for being here tonight. Batgoat, I'm going to wrap up early tonight. We're coming up on an hour and a half. I thank you guys.
Real quick update.
See everybody back here on Monday.
Mike.
Go ahead.
Real quick update. Toys 1 was 6 lulls, and unless I'm wrong, Toys, I believe our count right now is 8. Toys with 8 and Woody with 5 at this point. 5 wins. So congratulations, Toys. And that's all I have.
Okay, so with that, so with all that, who did the zombie take on the Dance's girlfriend? Okay, well, anyways, guys, thank you all for being here, and I hope to see you all back here on Monday. Bye.